Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock. We are back on the free-to-play. Just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on the account, and the update is there's not that much of an update. um, I'm not particularly going all out for any of the events, like the Titan event. It's not that I don't want the soul. I'm just not necessarily prioritizing it and wasting resources for a soul. What the soul gets you is very good. However, I don't think that I want to waste resources that could be used for a potential fusion just to get a 3-star soul at the end of the day, right? Because the reality is I don't think I'm going to be able to do all of these events. Like the Path of the Clover, for example, I got to pull shards. This Summon Rush, I got to pull shards. I'm not pulling shards, right? But some of the other stuff, like the Dungeon Divers and the tournaments, the turn meter tournaments and such, I can do those, right? There's no harm in doing those. I'm just gaining resources and also double dipping and getting extra points. So I did do a little bit of the Dragon turn attack tournament. I ran some of that this morning. This was no gems, just energy that I had, right? And I just used it. I'm not really doing the champion training tournament outside of just leveling the champions that I have and want to use, because again, I'm just not chasing after this stuff. I'm not interested. Just don't really see a point in chasing after the soul. I'm not saying it's the wrong move. I'm just saying, as somebody that's completely free to play and there's no wiggle room in that, right? The moment that I spend a dime on this account, I can't claim it's free to play anymore on YouTube, because that would be a lie, and I don't want to lie to you guys, right? So I'm not. There's no wiggle room. There's no like, oh well, if I get close, I could just, no, I don't have that luxury. So for the next fusion that comes up, if I only can get to 95 fragments of it, or if it's a fragment summon, of course, or if I can't get the last epic and fuse it, it could put me at a big disadvantage, and who knows? I mean, the next Newt 2.0, right, could be coming out in a couple of weeks from when this fusion's over. So I don't want to waste important resources. However, I'll do the little stuff, right? I'll do the dungeons and run that stuff. You could argue that I could also do the champion training, but gems are a resource too, and I don't want to waste those gems going for the champion training. And then everything, most of the stuff, these resources that you could also get points for in a champion training, I save those for Clan v Clan anyways. So, and that's my priority. It doesn't have to be yours. I'm just a clan leader, and that's very important to me that my clan succeeds. So, I kind of practice what I preach in that regard, but that doesn't have to be for you, right? If you are like, well, I saved my books for champion training tournaments, then by all means use them up. Okay, enough about that stuff. So let's talk champions and what's going on. So Arbiter's kicking butt for me at level 3, and I'm totally fine for it. Like, I've even used her in Centranos and several other areas of the game, and she's done absolutely fine at level 3 unbooked. Like, I don't think I have any intention of putting books into Arbiter until maybe like way down the line, when I don't really have any other legendaries that I want to book. And even then, given how much harder it is to get books on this account, I don't even think I would do that. I think I'll just wait. So Lady Annabelle, we've got her to 50. Doom Tower reset, so there's no urgency to build Lady Annabelle anymore. Armand's is currently up to 40. I think he's currently in my campaign running team. and Coldheart is up to 32. So we do want to get both of these champions kind of leveled up. The good news is I'm very excited to have a rare to book, because usually those get wasted on food, but now I can feed them into Coldheart for the rare books, of course. And let's see, Armands. You know what? He doesn't even really need to be booked. I'm not saying that I wouldn't book him, because the cooldown reduction is a big deal, and I appreciate that. I guess what I'm saying is that early on, like, you can get by with not booking him in this scenario. He's better when booked, just like Arbiter's better, right? You can reduce the cooldowns on these abilities. But it's not like other champions. For example, Herndig, right? This increases the percent chance that this stuff lands. Same thing with Ignatius. Increases the percent chance to 100%, right? So, that's when the books are really necessary to be effective, right? So, Armand's maybe not so much. But while we do have a champion training tournament, I do intend to level them. I'm kind of torn just because I'm saving gems and energy, so I don't know. It's going to be a slow process to get them kind of leveled up and worked out, but the arena team is really fast and really solid. So I should actually I'll probably lose to this Harima team right here. But I'm curious, so let's try it out. My game is a little laggy right now. I think that's my computer more than anything else. I'm about to restart afterwards, but wow, we did win that. Cool. You had no sound there because I was looking on my other screen at what's causing my issues, and I cannot determine anything. So, it could be Raid maybe. I know they were having a lot of technical difficulties today, so it could be on their end. But yeah, even against this team that you would think I'd lose to because of Harima, I mean, we still smoked them, and yeah, really really happy with the performance that I'm getting out of Arbiter now that she's on the team. It's not all that much difference from Ursula, except for a lot more speed and turn meter, which makes a ton of difference compared to what we were getting out of Ursula. So we're able to, we're getting 2% speed over this. Combine that with the mechanics that are available from these two champions each. We're just outspeeding everybody that doesn't have their own Arbiter. And I suspect that at this level, I'll probably still be able to outspeed people that do have Arbiters as well. I mean, look at that. We're so fast. Arbiter got a second turn before their Syl even went. That's how well built, not well built, but how fast the team is. So really happy with the Arbiter. The other thing Arbiter has really done for me, I don't think I can show you right now, but she did push my faction wars quite a bit too in the High Elf Crypt, which was really cool. And that's just because we now have a Reviver on that. She doesn't live especially long because she's only level 3, but I mean, she is, even at level 3, so she's at 36,000 HP. If we were to just put like, I mean, she's only 10,000 HP less than my Apothecary right now. Who else has really low HP? Yeah, I think she has more HP than Rathalos. Yeah, 33,000. And she's 36. Yeah, so she's actually got more HP in her build than some of my actually built out champions, right? So even though she's only level 3, she's still scaling decently well. What is her base HP when she's fully leveled? I'm curious. And yeah, fully leveled. Where is she at? 21,000. Okay, and right now I think she's at, yeah, 12,000. Yeah, so about a little over half there. But yeah, so we're doing really good on the account. I'm really happy with kind of the progress that we're making. We are in the middle of an artifact enhancement event, so it would be smart of me to use that event to build up the 2 champions that I want to use next. If I do that, though, I personally, this is a personal preference of mine, don't want to put the gear on them. The reason that I say that, I believe they're in my campaign run right now. So already it's an issue where Armand's actually goes. Sorry, I just realized something and I'm checking something really fast. Okay. Because sometimes I get my accounts mixed up, and so I was a little nervous about something. I'll talk to you guys about that in 1 second, but let's do the campaign run. So you can see here that Armand's already gets to go fast enough for the round 3. So the first 2 rounds are fine, and then I get the single hit, and then Armand's goes twice because of the stolen turn meter, and it slows down my run a little bit, right? So if I was to put gear on them, then they're gonna get turns before Sun Wukong. So I like to keep all my food naked whenever possible, just so that my campaign farmer can do what they need to do. Did I pull a Fellhound? I know I pulled one on my main account. I don't know if I pulled one on the free-to-play. I guess I should check the index, because I think I may have fed some. I did not. Okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I was getting a little paranoid there, and what I was talking about, where I said I'll tell you in a second, was Lady Mikage fusion. I was worried that I may have fed some void rares. So Vanguard and Skeleton. Okay, so he's Bannerlords. So I did not pull a Bannerlord, and I did not pull Skeleton. Okay, whew. Yeah, I was worried that I may have fed some of them on accident, which would not be ideal, of course. So, all right. What is the next plan for the account? We completed the fusion. We've got some goals in mind. I've got champions I'm working on. Now it's time to get the Clan Boss team doing better. Now, I want to be honest with you guys. I think I've been too complacent, right? I'm very happy to be 2 King Nightmare. And I kind of just rested on that fact. I was like, I get 2 chests. I'm okay. I really need to get into Ultra Nightmare, and I think I'm kind of holding myself back. Even if it's a 4 key, I need to get in here and get a 4 key working. So it's time that I buckle down and get the team going. That does mean that I'm probably going to make some pretty big changes to this composition. I think my man Deacon is going to come out. I think, what does Doom Screech do? Because I've never used Doom Screech, and I just wanted to double check. I know it's turn meter fill and increased defense. Okay, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any buff extension or anything like that. So one of the things I learned from my free-to-play challenge account and my conversation with Odd One was the value of buff extension. Ooh, sorry for the pause there. I was reading Sandslash Survivor's kit. So this is a 3-turn cooldown. This is a 3-turn cooldown. I think I'd rather have the extra healing if I'm going to use her in the way that I want to. But the idea is that I'm going to extend the ally protection buffs, right? It doesn't hurt that she would also decrease duration of buffs on all enemies, but it's not necessary. And then this revive could be pretty handy as well in some cases regarding clan boss, but in case somebody just accidentally, you know, gets smoked. But I just gotta get the concept that I want to, like, you know, who am I gonna bring and kind of get a killable team going. But I think the buff extension is going to help get me deeper with a killable team. Because right now, Deacon's just running his buff out. So if I can get this team deeper. So option A is to get Taragi in there and just see if this 4 plus Taragi can do enough. If that combination does enough and I'm able to see results off of it, cool. If not, then I'll probably bring build Godseeker and bring Godseeker into the mix and utilize that buff extension and just extend the buffs on everybody, meaning the ally protect, and just making sure that ally protect is up as much as possible. I don't think either of them brought anything else, right? Skull Crusher just brings ally protect and counterattack, and Taragi is ally protect and reflect damage, right? Because the shield is only... Wait, places a shield on all out. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the shield's on everybody, and he puts reflect damage on himself. That's right. Okay. I like the self-heal there, too. The decreased attack doesn't matter that much because we would bring that. I need to get his masteries done, too. So, yeah, there's some work that I need to get done to make sure that I'm getting all the value out of my champions. But I'm just a little unsure as to what that work is. So I'm going to try Taragi first since they're built. And I basically have no more excuses to put this off, right? I said, oh, I'll put it off until after the fusion. Hey, the fusion's done. So the main issue with this account that's been slowing me down was building my Hydra team, which I just released a video on. If you haven't seen that, I recommend you check it out. I think it's a good team, but we're going to need to do a little more testing. But I think if I get Taragi mastered, which I hope to do before next recording, and I probably will test him. So here's what I'm gonna do. So tomorrow we'll build his masteries, and I'll test him on Saturday when I have time. So I'm off Saturday and Sunday this week. That's going to give me time to sit down and test and play the game without any added pressure. Don't have to record, don't have to edit thumbnails, don't have to do, well, I do, but I have all day to do that instead of just a couple of hours at night before I go to bed to wake up tomorrow morning, right? So that's the plan. Take a slight step back in order to leap forward over this weekend. So expect really, really big progress updates this weekend about Clan Boss. I really want to get the Clan Boss team up and running. Hopefully, at the least, a 1-key nightmare. But I have to wait and see kind of how that's going to roll. I am wondering, like, I feel like Rathalos is built pretty well. Maybe more attack is really what he's missing, but I feel like he's got a pretty decent amount, and he even has some good ignore damage in there as well. I wonder... Yeah, I don't have enough to rework it again to try and get crit damage on here. And I don't have what I need to ascend it any further either. I mean, I can start min-maxing and stuff too, and start trying to roll like that. So that's a good roll. But yeah, maybe, you know, trying to ascend these pieces and hope for attack. Because I definitely need to start squeezing kind of every little bit of damage out of this this squad. So this could be good. Maybe we get lucky here and we get crit damage. I mean, we got a 1 in 4 chance, right? Well, we didn't get it. We got a 1 in 3 chance, right? We got a 1 in 3 chance, right? I'll do it one more time and then I'll call it. All right, there we go. I'll take that. And ascend it up as high as I can. Get that extra little bit of crit damage out of my guy here. I'm going to be really mad if I look and all of a sudden I had a 6-star crit damage neck. I got some 6-star stuff going here. Alright, yeah, nothing too crazy. Okay. Any new banners worthwhile? Ooh, I got a 5-star attack banner with bad substats. Here's one with good substats. Let's see what this will do. We're in an artifact enhancement event. No reason. Come on, double attack. Let's go. And speed on the bottom roll, and defense on the big roll. So straight up improvement, more attack, more speed. We will definitely equip this and enchant it. I'm gonna put my best enchants on this guy because that's pretty good. Maybe not for the HP. I'll do a middle speed. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I'm looking for like a +3 on this here. All right, there we go. So that's a pretty decent sized little buff. We got a little bit extra crit damage, a little bit of extra attack going. I am sticking with Heavencast. I did see a video. You guys ever watch a video, right? Like, if you play a video on your other screen, and then after the video is done, you're like, wait, what was the answer? Right? Kind of those YouTube videos that were like, what's better, Heavencast or Phantom Touch? And then you watch it, and then you just like go back and then you get in the game and you're like, wait, what did that video say? What was better, Phantom Touch or Heavencast? I don't remember. So, I need to rewatch that video and find out which one's better, but I'm sticking with Heavencast for now. I'm really happy with those little buffs to him. I'm just thinking out loud if Arbiter's even in the conversation. Because I do lack an increase attack champion, which would be nice. But unfortunately, don't have one. All right. Well, I'm kind of rambling on at this point. I don't mean for that to be happening. I'm just kind of thinking out loud about the kind of what I want to do and where I want to go with the account right now. Let's check out our little artifact enhancement. I'll take a little bit of extra resources. I'm gonna build the gear for these two champions, but I'm gonna do it. This is what we'll do tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're gonna gear up Coldheart and we're gonna gear up Armanz. That's what's gonna happen tomorrow in tomorrow's video, and then Saturday we're gonna get the clan boss going. So I'm kind of not following my own advice. My usual advice for you guys, and I still stand by this, is one goal at a time. Okay? So if your goal is PvP, you focus on PvP, right? And what I mean by that is, okay, I'm silver 2. I want to be at least gold 1 so that I can get my Great Hall going, right? That's my plan, gold 1. So if that's the plan, then you start leveling the PvP team that you want to level. I want to use these 4 champions. We're going to focus on them. We're going to build them. We're going to put gear on them, right? All that stuff. So then you keep pushing that and you keep focusing in that area of the game until you hit gold 1. Okay, so now you've hit your goal, right? Obviously, there's still gold 5 in the future, but gold 1, you're happy. Let's move on to the next thing. I'm not telling you guys to hit gold 1 and move on. I'm saying if this was your goal, okay? So then next goal could be, let's dungeons, right? Let's do dungeons, right? So I want to hit 20 on all the dungeons. So then you work your, okay, first we're going to start with Dragon, right? You build your team up. Okay, we hit Dragon 20. Next, we're going to do Spider. Next, we're going to, just one thing at a time. And you kind of try and tweak the team and go from there. So, you may look at a scenario like for me, my Spider team, right? It does 20, but not 100%. So if I was focused on dungeons right now, and that was my priority, then I would say, all right, my priority is dungeons. My Spider team isn't 100%. What can I do to improve the performance of this team? How can I make this team last longer than what they're currently doing? What changes could I make? So for me, just looking at this team right now, I would say I should bring a Coldheart instead of a Geomancer, for example. Or maybe Coldheart instead of Ursula, because she doesn't bring as much to this particular team other than increase attack and I guess decrease attack as well, but that it doesn't matter as much. However, we would lose any reviving, so we have to make sure that, we're able to do the team. Or maybe we rework this team entirely around Coldheart, who is a really, really solid Spider champion. That's an option, right? Maybe some variation of Coldheart, Geomancer, and Armiger for the turn meter control, and then maybe just Ultimate Death Knight, and this is just spitballing here, but something like Ultimate Death Knight and Godseeker Aniri to just keep reviving Ultimate Death Knight as he dies from the Spiderlings, because he's the perfect Spiderling tank. So we would control the turn meter of the boss, and we just need to let the spiders do their thing to, instead of crowd controlling them or even burning them, we could just, let Ultimate Death Knight die 3 times, basically. That is an option that we could do. Or do that in some kind of variation of a burn approach as well. So there's definitely some options, and this is me talking about my account and theory crafting on my account, but the point still remains that you guys should be doing stuff one thing at a time. Only reason that I'm talking about doing several different things at one time is more so because I need stuff for content creation. We finally finished the fusion. That was that's a big milestone for any free-to-play account when you get your first fusion done, especially for a champion as strong as Armand's. And now it becomes the now what. So now we move on to the next thing, but that's going to take some time. And I would rather do it on the weekend when I have dedicated amount of time to say, okay, I'm going to sit down and play around with gear. I'm going to sit down and play around with builds, maybe spend some gems, running some extra keys, all that stuff. That's something that I need a day to do. I can't really do that, in 3 hours, right? So it's more so of a content creation that's limiting. But if it were me playing an account without worrying about recording and creating content and that kind of stuff, my primary focus would be Clan Boss right now. I would say, Armands, you can wait. You're amazing. I love you. You can wait until a little bit. Same thing with Coldheart. Great champion. She can wait. We need to get Clan Boss going. So, all right. Well, that's everything I have for you guys. Is he fully booked? Yeah, he is. Okay. So thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for watching. Please, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. We are making a push for 1,000. I'm at 930. I never thought I would get that close, and hitting 1,000 is a big goal for me. If you enjoy my content, even if this is your first time here and you just want to help support kind of a small time content creator, just click that subscribe button. It's going to help me out a great deal. And other than that, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.